Hello, good morning, evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. Hope you shut up! Hope you're having a great day. Sorry about that. As soon as I start the stream, the doggo's here too. He's coming to say hi as well. Do you want to come and say hi? Oh, who wants to say hi to the stream? Oh, come here. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi, Nick girl. Welcome back. How are you doing today?
Well, joking.
Aww. Oh, you love being here, don't you?
Do they all respawn? They do, don't they?
He really does. How are you doing? Is he in the bathroom? What? Oh, because of the tiles? No, that's just how the kitchen looks. So it has these tiles. Like, it's not my place. I'm renting it. But I actually will be leaving this apartment in the next couple of weeks or so. It's turning into a really complicated endeavor, but at the end of the day, I am moving out of this place. I had 5 days of bronchitis. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you feeling better now? Oh, I hope Necro's feeling better, right?
You want to come get it?
Yeah.
Come get it?
Oh, wishing him well, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yeah, this doggo is... It's like whenever I'm streaming and I'm actually not at the PC, he senses the opportunity for participation, which is
to get some souls back.
Just happening right now.
A little bit.
Think you can do anything during my cooking streams, right? Apart from that, how have you been? Is it getting better? Oh, I hope so. I hope so. And you? And you? You too, right? No, the kissies. The kissies. Oh, I love this dog. He's such a sweetheart. You don't have to lick my face at all times. I do love you. I do. But you really don't have to. He's like, well, why not? I think you're almost over it. I see. Well, that's good. That's good. Do you get like days off of work or something at least? Because, bronchitis is, sounds quite serious, and it can be. So hopefully, we've had some rest at least. Yeah. Recovery is important. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just happy to be here. He's a good boy. Oh, look at him how he's closing his eyes when I hug him like this. He's like, He's very loving. Oh, you got it from your mom. She had it. I see. Yeah, that can be contagious, especially if your immune system is somewhat weak at the moment. It can happen that, you just kind of, get the same thing. Normally it shouldn't, because every inflammation, it has the potential to just be yours, as in like contained. But if someone around you also has a weak immune system, they can also easily get sick. So yeah, that makes sense. I feel like a lot of people these days do have a weakened immune system, just because they're overworked and there's not a lot of opportunities to to get some rest and actually look after yourself, which is so important. And I'm gonna be honest, even these these Saturday streams, like the cooking streams, they really kind of do me well. And I don't do them as consistently, but whenever I do, I just feel like I don't know, like I feel like I'm looking after myself a little better in the process. You know what I mean? It's like it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like not sitting at the PC at all times, and also it feels like doing something, for myself while still being around. So overall, it feels good. My point being, good food sometimes, can be a factor in just, making you overall feel better. And been wearing masks. This is the first time I've been sick in here. So I see. So, when it comes to COVID, is this the, you presumably you haven't had it, but have you ever had it? Oh, Do you want to go down, boy? Do you want to go down? Oh, he's like waving his tail. Like, please, no. Please. Please.
Nice. Okay, another one down.
Oh, you've had it, but I'm assuming it was way long ago, right? I had it once, and that was, I think it was almost, I think it was 2 summers ago when I had it. Besides this was my last sickness. I see.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I also haven't been sick in about, well, I've been sick actually recently. I think last time was maybe 2 months ago, and I got really sick to the point that I actually took a day off of, streaming, which I didn't used to do because I used to just stream every day for a certain amount of hours, whereas now I try to stream less days but go live for longer hours. So I guess that's changed a little bit, and honestly it's been helping me a lot. Especially with YouTube content, as I've been trying to work on my YouTube channel a little bit more, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. Come here. He's just sat in my lap, so now he's going to you to get the same attention. But now he can't, so he's unhappy. Do you want to sit here? Do you want to go in here? No. You can't jump on me.
You can give us some basic tips, Coco. That might help. Some of the stream.
What?
I was on the stream.
Oh, okay. Do you want to come in? No. You can't jump on me. I'll have you in my lap, but you can't jump on me. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God. Do something.
He's about to go beg you, so. Discard your time clock. Hi and welcome. What's up? I'll take some lamb cheeseburgers, please. Actually, today we are going to be making the nutrient-rich porridge and Pixieberry tea. Now, I have a little bit of a disclaimer to make. This recipe is made with breakfast in mind. So, the way they wrote this recipe is like, okay, mix everything together and stuff it in the fridge until next morning, which is fine, but I would like to have it today, so we're gonna try to do that and actually put it in the freezer instead. So I don't know, it's not gonna be, the authentic porridge experience, as it is a little bit of a breakfast food, but that's something that you kind of voted on, and I also want to make sure that it's done today. But this is the second thing that we're gonna be making, which is the Pixieberry tea, and both recipes are from the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook. At night, my dog knocks on my door with his tail. I'm like, hello. Oh God, my dog does that same thing. But he knocks on the wardrobe door because he sleeps in the same room, and he just sometimes he'll just be pacing around and smacking everything with the tail. Green King, welcome back. What's up? Actually doing a cooking stream. Yeah, this is my second one in a little while. The first one was last week, and that's the first cooking stream that I've done in about, I want to say 6 months or so, because I do them occasionally, so I'll do 3 or 4 streams a week every few months, as I'm trying to go through the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook, I also want to do the other cookbooks and recipes and everything, but I do them when I can, and it's always a good time. Yeah, this kind of looks like a hot cocktail. So it is actually not alcoholic. It's an actual a refreshing drink, and I'm really looking forward to it. Mod Powers? Wait, which channel? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna read about these recipes. They all have their lore, especially when it comes to locations. So that's the first thing that I'll do today. Let me find it. By the way, this book is narrated by a Namazu, which is very cute. And he basically goes around trying different things around Eorzea, and each one has a different bit of lore. So the first one, for the nutrient-rich porridge, we're going to read the lore of the region, which is Gurabania. So, at the beginning of the book, there's a page with location details. And Gurabania, it says this. So this is Namazu talking to us. From what I heard on my way to Garabania, the region has had a lot of problems and troubles. I didn't have very many culinary expectations, but I was surprised when I arrived. The Warrior of Light clearly had an impact on the people here. Yes,
Sorry, but that was
and I saw faces of optimism and determination. Even more importantly, I found lots of great food. Although the cuisine is less extravagant than other regions, it more than makes up for it with spices and flavors that will impress and astound. By the way, how's the sound today? Because Leon is actually streaming from the same room, which is, a challenge sometimes for us to basically not talk over each other and not make extra noises. But, it is what it is on Saturdays.
That was another mega cheap shot, guys.
Norvent is the region for the Pixieberry tea. So this is what it says.
Mega cheap.
As a master meanderer, I have been to many areas across Heidelin. Most of the time, I'm tracking down the Warrior of Light to see what they are up to. I think this is the Mughal narrating. Some of them are narrated by Namazu, some of them are narrated by Mughals. Most of the time, I'm tracking down the Warrior of Light to see what they're up to. But for a period of time, I wasn't quite sure where they went, and I've since found notes of a place called Norvent. I'm not sure why I've never heard of it before, but the recipes that have come from there seem to have different twists on what I expect or are something entirely new. I'll get there eventually and see what the Warrior of Light was up to. I think they're cute. Anyway, we're going to start with porridge because I want to make sure that it is stuffed in the freezer as soon as possible so that I can focus on the drink. And then, we'll just have it regardless. It's okay. So, for the porridge, which is supposed to look like this, we'll see if we make it. We were passing through the peaks when we stopped at a small mining town called Alagana. For those of you who have played the game, you probably know, especially for Stormblood, right? I looked around and didn't see anything fancy to eat, but the people were very welcoming and treated us to some nutrient-rich porridge. It's normally a pretty simple fare. Yes. But they added lots of spices from the region and made it quite a tasty treat. I just hope they didn't use all their extra spices on us. I need to pay them back. So if you know the Stormblood lore, you know that this is quite I guess quite an important aspect of the story where they were kind of struggling with food and everything. Nice. We're going to read the Pixieberry tea as well, as we'll make that also. I was daydreaming by the rising stones when a weird creature I've never seen before fluttered right next to me. They said their name was Fio Yule. Aww. Do you remember Fio Yule if you play 14? And they thought I'd be available to deliver something. But I explained that I was far too busy waiting for the Warrior of Light to show up, Cookbook. Their eyes lit up and they exclaimed, "Oh, my sapling is nearby. How lovely. Maybe I'll wait as well." Do you know who Fio is? And they magicked up a drink I've never seen before. Fio Yule said it was one of their favorites, a Pixieberry tea as they described it, and offered me a glass. So this one also has it also has a rest time, so I'm not sure. I am actually, we'll see. It does say that there is a little bit of a rest time. So the rest time for the first and the second thing is 12 hours. So I'm wondering, since I do these, I do these videos for my Patreon early access as well. I wonder if we're going to have this today or not. I'm going to show you what it looks like today anyways. But I guess depending on what the structure is like and how it looks, maybe we'll be having this tomorrow. We'll see. So the prep time is 30 minutes. Cook time is also 30 minutes. This one is also prep time 30 minutes, but the rest time for one and for the other is 5 hours. So it's meant to be consumed, later. But I guess we'll just have to see. Anyhow, we're gonna start with the porridge, and I'm just gonna move the I'm just gonna move the thing here. There's a strange glare on you that makes you look like I have a sunburn. Do you know why? Because I'm having currently issues with my kitchen light, and I'm actually having another light here. So it's a little bit of a weird light source. But once the phone is away from me, I think it's gonna look a lot better, as I'm not actually sitting near it. So I'll show it to you. Let me just stick the phone holder. Is this better? Is this like this is supposed to look a little better, although I don't like looking at my phone like this. It makes me look, yeah, it's gonna be a lot better, but I'm just trying to find a place where it can be without me feeling like I'm looking down on my phone. So it's a little bit of a weird setup. Maybe this is gonna be okay, maybe this is gonna be better. I don't know what the sound is gonna be like, and it's a bit maybe it's a little dark and there's like glare on my glasses and such, but maybe it's gonna work better like this. So there's a bit of a weird shadow, but also the light is like right here. So I don't know. I'm gonna experiment with different angles because I think this is actually fine because I can actually make things and you'll be able to see them, and it's like an actual, you know, kitchen perspective rather than rather than me just like basically showing my face, because why would I? Anyway, we're gonna start with this, and what do you think? Do we he's typing from. It's typing from my PC. I'm actually not typing this. Hi Neon. Do you not have access to your own Twitch? See, I'm logged in on my Twitch on my PC, and stream looks cozy. Thanks so much. Mom's Jen. Not Mom's Jen.
I signed off at Neon, by the way.
It's fine. It's fine. Anyhow, yeah, I should probably say this to you as well. So I'm discovering that both the Porridge and the Pixieberry tea actually have a 12-hour rest time. So he's not listening. That's fine. Okay, so the equipment: 2 cups or 470 milliliters airtight container. Airtight container. Let me see. What is an airtight container? I think I have something like, oh shoot.
Rooms needed 800.
Let me see. I think
so.
I think that this will do. This looks like.
Sword, whether that's.
This is a 3-liter container. I don't have a smaller one, do I?
Or should I go for a different attribute?
I just don't know. It doesn't say. This one is 3 liters, so it's a lot bigger, but I think it's fine. So yeah, I'll just use that one. Anyway, the ingredients are as follows. It says 1/2 of a cup or 65 grams, which I think I'll actually be doubling these ingredients because there is at the end of the day 2 of us. Rolled oats, ground cardamom, which I don't have, and I'm not sure if I want to be experimenting with spices that I don't even know what they are. Allspice fine, ground cinnamon, ginger, chia seeds, salt, flaxseed meal, which is basically just like, I guess just ground flaxseed or something like that. Golden raisins, well, I have raisins. Dried cherries, beet sugar, Greek yogurt, and milk. And it also has like a little bit of a disclaimer. It says, to make this recipe vegan friendly, simply replace the milk and yogurt with your favorite dairy-free option if you're lactose intolerant. I'm a fan of almond milk and coconut yogurt for this recipe, not just lactose intolerant, vegan in general. Anyway, this is actually very simple, so I might just be... there's not that much work to do, but I think it'll be fun to just, you know, kind of finish off the video tomorrow as well, if we don't get to try it today. Combine the rolled oats, which is 65 grams, but I'm assuming that this will be 130. I wonder if I'm actually combining it in the container, so I'm just going to use the scale to do that. It's very simple. Why is it so simple even for me? Let me see.
Use one golden seed to increase the
Don't
number
know
of
how to-
plants. Yes. All the golden seeds, I see. Increases the amount of replenishment. Oh.
Let me see. I'm trying to tear it.
Sacred beard. Wow.
Trying to turn it on and off actually at first because like all of the numbers and all of the units on my skill are showing. I don't know how to fix that.
For now, then.
How do we fix that?
Really.
Is it like not working
You
anymore?
just to whistle.
Do I have to put something on it? I don't know. Look at this. So on the scale, there's currently like all of the numbers and all of the units showing, except for now, when I'm actually showing you something. That's great. That is just great. How about we change unit? This is milliliters, right? Or no, I need grams. Grams, please. Thank you. So this is not half a kilo. They're lying, but that's fine. Anyway, if I tear it,
on the bottom here, isn't it?
please. It's like I need to press 1,000 times for it to actually tear, but that's okay. Tari. What's the, how do we say it? Okay, there we go. There we go. I think I made it. Anyhow, 65 grams. If this is a 2 people serving, I'm just gonna put 130. And these are kind of the oats that I got. I hope that they are the rolled oats that are mentioned. Not sure, but we'll see. It's fine. Anyhow,
which ones?
I hope I have something to close it with later. So, let's do 130. Why not? Why not? Does this mean that I am putting in double spices as well? I mean, I'm assuming. Okay, so it's at 130 exactly, which really doesn't look like a lot of oats. I guess it's fine. I don't know. I'm just gonna double everything. It's gonna be a little bit of a, I don't want to say experiment because that's anxiety inducing. But let's just imagine for a second that we would be making 2 of these at the same time, so it definitely has to be doubled, doesn't it? Let's try to do that.
Thank you, it is. You're right.
Okay, so I think for the time being that we're done with oats.
Yeah, that's how
Now, cardamom, I'm not gonna put in.
Elders rings.
Ali the Jolly, hi and welcome. How are you doing? Pixieberry, yes, freshly caught this morning actually. It's actually supposed to be a really, really lovely drink. I don't know if you've made anything from the FFXIV cookbook, but the recipes are actually really, really lovely. And I've been enjoying like making all sorts of things from it. It's such a good cookbook, and it actually exists. It really does. I'm actually gonna show it to you. Look, this is the porridge that I'm currently working on. So it does have like a 12-hour rest time, and it is, you know, unfortunately breakfast food, and now is not breakfast time, but it is what the Patreon has voted. So let me show you the Pixieberry tea. Where are you? I had an unfortunate spill on the book, which I'm very sad about, but the pages are still nice. Okay, so this is the famous Pixieberry tea. It looks so delicious. I actually can't wait to try it. I lost the page for the porridge, but it's actually very, very, very simple to make. Right? So at this point, all we need to do is mix things. It is so nice. Looks so good. Okay, so if I tear this again, please, come on. There's only like a little bit of oats in the container, and I'm trying to make it for 2 people, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Hello, can I tear this? Do I have to hold it? What do I need to do to make it?
No.
To make it happen.
How about this?
Double click? How does this work? It just doesn't.
Adding skills. Let's read this later. How about that again?
It just doesn't. I don't understand the scale.
Yeah,
I've been using it for. Okay, there we go. 0 Oz, not what we need, but that's fine. Are we gonna use milliliters?
This is why I didn't
No, we're gonna use grams instead. It's fine. There we go. So it says combine the raw oats, cardamom, allspice. So allspice, directly translated to my language, is something like this. It's like here it's supposed to be like not like paprika, but kind of, but not the spicy one. It's just basically like a red paprika spice that isn't chili or anything, so it just gives like a little bit of a sweet taste. So here it says 1/4 of a teaspoon, right? Teaspoon or tablespoon? Teaspoon. So I'll put 1/2 instead, since this is technically a 2 people portion. So I'll use that, and I don't measure them too correctly, I suppose. I really should, but I don't really have like the teaspoon/tablespoons measurements or anything. I just use like the very basic ones. Then we have the 1/2 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So I got ground cinnamon like this, and let me open it.
There's not many Souls games I enjoy, but Elden Ring is gorgeous. So there's the...
So since it says 1/2 of a teaspoon, I'll just put a teaspoon. I think we should be fine. It's just cinnamon, even if I put a little... Yeah, exactly. I just go with a little bit of a gut feeling, because I'm actually making a double portion, since this is 1 portion only recipe. So you can kind of, gauge what goes in there, maybe follow along if you'd like to. And overall, I'm very happy with what we're doing. The next thing is 1/2 of a teaspoon ginger. So ginger is supposed to add a little bit of spice to it. I do have it. It's just I haven't used it in a while, so it's like it's a little Okay, let's see. If it says 1/2 teaspoon, I'm inclined to put a whole teaspoon in it. But it's also a bit
that's nice.
a bit weird right now, because even though it is spice, it's haven't used it in a long time, so it's just acting up a little bit. So I'm really trying to get the most out of it. Maybe I just pour it directly in here and just hope to be able to make a teaspoon. Or I try to open it. Move to Australia. Oh, really? Don't know how to cook some underground towards people recipes, still in anything. Well, I have to make a huge disclaimer, actually. Here, I don't know if you'll actually learn, because I'm in the process of learning. And I do try with these, especially with Final Fantasy XIV recipes. And I'm not sure if you're a game fan or not. So this is like a gaming cookbook from a game that I like. But it is, okay, so that's supposed to be I think that's more than enough. That looks like a teaspoon, and I don't want to put any more in it. Not sure if you can actually learn, but I do have a lot of fun experimenting with these. So I have like a mini goal, I suppose, and that is to get like as many of the cookbooks from different games that I like. And this one is from the game called Final Fantasy XIV. I really like recipes from that one, and also from the game called World of Warcraft, which is probably going to be my next cookbook. Now we need to put in chia seeds, and chia seeds says 1 teaspoon of chia seeds. So we have them here, and I'm going to go, FF14 and WoW. Yeah, exactly. So I play a lot of MMORPGs. FF14 is currently my main one. But I also play WoW, and I'm very excited for the new expansion as well. Not sure if you found me for food. We're gonna put 2 teaspoons of chia seeds.
Awesome.
Hello.
PLS.
There we go. Chia seeds, 1/2 a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna do 1. Oh, I just hope that these don't spill, as I'm just basically putting them putting them back into the drawer. By the way, how's Australia? I have never been. I have quite a few acquaintances from Australia, but I always like to, you know, to hear how people find it for the first time, if you saw any dragons and whatnot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It looks like a lovely country. It's just very far away for me to ever, I guess for now at least, to consider ever visiting. But I do like hearing about it. It's too cold for me. -3 today. It is our winter. I see. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I think that unfortunately most of the world will often forget that that it is winter in Australia. It always just kind of, I guess, baffles me a little bit when I realize that that is something that is a thing. And I always think about, like, you know, Australia, like New Year and like Santa's shorts and whatnot. And yes, I'm from Serbia. I currently live here. I've lived in a few different places, but currently this is where I'm at. Anyway, we put 1 teaspoon of salt because in this recipe says half a teaspoon. So since I'm making it for, you know, for 2 people, I generously put 1. We'll see how that goes. And then we have 2 teaspoons flaxseed meal. Now, another thing about this is that I don't know what a flaxseed meal is. I have flaxseed. Don't ask me what the meal part of it is. Most people say Serbian winters -3 would be your summer. Actually, I think you're referring to Siberia, which is a different place. Serbia is extremely continental, so we have very, very warm summers and very cold winters. We're in Europe, so sometimes people do mix them up, as we're a small country. So yeah, no worries. I'm gonna put, okay, it says 2 teaspoons of flaxseed meal. I'm gonna put 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, currently here it's summer, and as you can see, I'm dressed in very summery because it's just freaking hot. It's almost 40 degrees Celsius outside. So pretty intense when it comes to temperatures around here. Let me put this back. Okay, so I put 4 spoons. 4 spoons. No worries. It's actually a lot more common than people think, but I do like to, you know, to explain it because people normally will assume that it's very cold here during the summer. It's like, no, it's very hot. Anyhow, 1.5 tablespoons of golden raisins. Another thing that goes into this, I'm sorry, but I don't know what a golden raisin is. I have the basic ones, and that is what we will use. We're moving on to the tablespoons. So I'm just gonna cut it, and we're gonna hold for the rest. So raisins, I wouldn't be very generous with them, because it says 1.5 tablespoons. I'm just gonna put 3. So we have 1 golden. Yeah, I don't think we have them here. So I'm just gonna use the basic ones. What can I do? 1,
I'm not gonna lie, Coco.
2, and 3.
Another
1, 2, and 3. It's fine.
Yeah.
The food is very breakfasty.
Next month, the end of
there we go. Okay, so raisins. I think this recipe is simple enough, you know, for people mostly to be able to follow through. So hopefully I'm doing somewhat of a good job, at least kind of explaining it. The next thing is 20 grams of dried cherries. Guess what? We don't really do dried cherries here. I'm gonna try to tear this again.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, there we go. I actually have dried grapes, which is not everyone's favorite, but I'm okay with dried grapes. So it says 20 grams. I'm gonna put 40. 40. This package is actually 100 grams. So 20, 37. 38, 39. I like to be exact with these. Now it's a 42. It's fine. Just as I said, I like to be exact. It doesn't it doesn't work out for me. It's okay. I could eat one and just be like, okay, now there's 40. Okay. It's fine. It's all good.
Oh my god.
The next one is 1 tablespoon of beet sugar. So I already have one that's open. And since it's 1 tablespoon, we're putting 2, as 1 tablespoon is a 1-person serving. So 1, 2, there we go.
This is fine.
Beet sugar, I already had that at home, so that's fine. And then 1 1/4 cup or 60 grams of Greek yogurt. Right? Now I have a full what's it called? A container of Greek yogurt. I got it today. And I don't know how you do Greek yogurt there. This is pretty much what it looks like around here. Says 60 grams, but since we're doing double portion, I'm gonna put 120. So I tared the scale, and so far, this is what I have in it. There we go. Please don't spill. Thank you. There we go. I'm not very good at this, but I do try. 120. How many spoons will that be? This is 33. 76. Okay. 120. Okay. Generous. And.
Rest that I can't find to refill, but then they'll respawn.
Ortiz, hi and welcome back. How are you doing? By the way, thank you so much for to Ortiz and to Shay
the background noise is my family cooking right now.
Funding this weekend's cooking stream. I really appreciate it, and thanks to you, we are making.
How do you know?
Let me show it to you. We are making porridge. Old country song. Good looking. What you got cooking? Yeah, today we're making the nutrient-rich porridge and Pixieberry tea as it was voted. What's interesting about this is that both of them have a 12-hour rest time. Now, we could be impatient and say, no, we're just going to have it all right now. But we could also wait until tomorrow and I could finish it off in a video and just post it. Missed all the cooking parts. Oh, that's okay. I'll publish it later on as a video as well. But you didn't miss much as I was basically putting in the ingredients. So the first step was combining the rolled oats.
This lighting looks really good.
What?
This lighting looks really good.
The light? The light?
Lighting?
Are you trying to compliment me?
I'm saying the lighting looks really good, yes.
Thank you.
That's all right, you know.
Neil's just randomly, oh, your light looks good. It's like, thank you. That's so nice. So we combined the rolled oats, not cardamom. What is cardamom? I don't know.
I've got a load of
allspice, cinnamon, ginger, chia seeds, salt, flaxseed meal, raisins, dried cherries, and beet sugar in an airtight container. I made a mistake.
She's actually been cooking shrimp right now.
Not what you're supposed to do. Yeah. I made a mistake. What we were supposed to, I got carried away. And it says in a small bowl, whisk together the yogurt and milk. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, TSC.
Pour into the container with the dry ingredients. Close the container. So, since I made a little bit of a mistake, right? I don't know what cardamom is, by the way.
Oh man, the horse fight again.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to put the milk in here and mix them together because it said that, you know, these are supposed to be whisked together in a small bowl. We didn't do that because I got carried away. That's the beauty of my cooking streams. Nothing ever goes right. But anyway, I need around 360 milliliters of
I haven't actually
milk.
finished that TSC anyway, yeah. The MSQ, I mean.
Let me see. Okay, so I need 180. Why do I even measure at this point? Let me just tare this. It's fine. Can I tare this? Like my scale just like normally decides not to even.
How many souls, man? 4,000 souls nearly.
Not to accommodate me. We'll see. We'll see if this leaves any consequences. I don't think it will, to be honest with you. I think we'll be fine, but 180 times 2 is 360. Let's do that. And then I'll just whisk it here. What can I do now? At this point, it's fine. 70, 80, 90. Okay, this is going to be very milky. 200. We need 360, so we need another 100 milliliters. Oh, 340.
Come on, get it then, friend.
350, 360. I have 366. It's fine.
Zombies?
It's fine.
His noises are like Resident Evil zombie noises.
Anyhow, it's fine. Yeah, it says whisk together, so at least I'm going to try and salvage this and actually follow the ingredients. Milk is much cuter in your country. Oh, what do you mean by cuter? Like the packaging? Yeah, look at what I did. I didn't whisk them together, so what I'm doing right now is essentially whisking all of the ingredients together. Great job, V. Great job. It's fine. But I'm not sure I trust this, because it looks, yeah, it looks, I'm going to be honest with you, it looks like, it should absorb, it really should, but it looks like there's not a lot of oats. I did it by the recipe. Oh yeah, the package, it has like a little cow on it and everything. What does the milk look like over there? I don't know which state it is, but I'm assuming that it looks... Well, I've been to the States actually, and it looks like a plastic container, right? But yeah, I love how you said that it was cute. I never thought about it.
These enemies.
Yeah, this is I'm not sure I trust this. Might not look great, but taste is gonna be great. So.
Oh my god.
It's definitely been whisked. But I am worried, like what will happen if this doesn't get fully absorbed? And what will happen if this just remains like water? It's not gonna, right? It's gonna get better. Oh, the classic jug, I see. Yeah, I remember those from when I was in the States.
Oh my god, what the hell did you do that?
Okay, so this is essentially very watery. I've put in the correct amount of everything. I am very tempted to put like more things in it. So I'll be good at it. Yeah, it has like a rest time. I'm hoping that rest time means that they're actually gonna grow during this time. So close the container and shake well. Oh God. Place in the refrigerator overnight. Enjoy the next morning. Now, this is the part of the recipe that I didn't quite anticipate because I didn't read it well. That's, again, on me. But check this out. It says, put it in an airtight container and shake well. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What's the veteran have a 5-minute rule? What's the 5-minute rule? I don't know if I want to shake it vigorously. I don't think so. It doesn't look that airtight, you know? It like
got some cheap kills going on here.
It looks like it's gonna pour out. It's probably not gonna. But I don't think I should be experimenting with that at all. I'm just gonna put it in the fridge. I don't care. It's just gonna go in. It's fine. It's fine.
Might not stop it.
It's fine. It's fine. Let me stick it in somewhere. Okay.
Oh my god. Stop.
There. Okay.
Yeah. Jesus.
Put it in somehow. Okay. Oh.
My god.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna get my souls back before I die.
So it is in fact in the fridge. Is sitting there, and what I will do definitely, even if it's not ready for today, and trust me, I have so little experience with this that I actually don't know if it will be. Do you know how I make the video for Patreon and for Mom's Den YouTube channel? So tomorrow I'll be finishing the video because I'm gonna show you what it looked like and everything. So that final cut for the video is going to be in it. Who fell? Oh, falls how long it is still good. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. It's just gonna take more time. Yeah, it probably will. Probably will, Jolly. Just gonna have to deal with it at this point. Because if it's not edible, it's not edible. And what can we do? It's fine. So we did the second step kind of together with the first step. I don't know. In a small bowl, whisk together the yogurt and milk. Pour into the container with the dry ingredients. Close the container. Shake well. Place in the refrigerator. Enjoy the next morning. We've somewhat followed the recipe. We'll see. Anyhow, now we can move on to the Pixieberry tea. Oh, Guppy, welcome back. Just arrived. So what the heck was in our box? Oh God. So that box. What happened was this serving of this porridge was supposed to be a one-person serving, and I, in my infinite wisdom, decided to double all of the ingredients and be like, okay, so if it's for 2 people, everything is doubled. That includes the oats, that includes the milk, the Greek yogurt, the raisins, the spices and everything. So technically everything is doubled at the cost of taste. I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to double everything. Don't ask. But now it's like very watery, and it does say that it has a 12-hour rest time, which is like, okay, I'm not sure if I want to wait for 12 hours, but at this point we're gonna have to, and I'm gonna have to basically put it in a video instead of wait for it to get done because it's water. Oh, water is milk, you know, but like it's gonna have to kind of get, what's the word? What's the word that I'm looking for? Get dense or whatever. So, you know, I tried. Also, Bigobby, how are you? My hands smell like, they smell like cinnamon and... yeah, like cinnamon basically. So I did definitely spill some on my hands. That's fine. The drink, funnily enough, also has a 12-hour rest time. And it's just funny how I put them together. Condensation. Yeah, probably. That's probably the word. The Pixieberry tea, which is the second thing that I'll be making today, also has a 12-hour rest time. I'm gonna have to finish it, you know, through the video as well. So tomorrow you'll see the result of it because I'm not waiting till 5 in the morning. Warm, but I'm good. Just made cake. Oh, what kind of cake? Love cinnamons, that kind of neutralize the general ew factor. Yeah, it smells good. Made with fresh pixies. Yes, caught this morning. I'm gonna read you the Pixieberry tea part again. This one is narrated by Amuko. So it says, I was daydreaming by the rising stones when a weird creature I've never seen before fluttered right next to me. They said their name was Fioyul, and they thought I'd be available to deliver something. But I explained that I was far too busy waiting for the warrior of light to show up, Kupo. Their eyes lit up, and they exclaimed, oh, my sapling is nearby. How lovely. Maybe I'll wait as well. The magic of a drink I've never even seen before. So for those of you who haven't played through Shadowbringers, you may not have seen Fioyul, but for those of you who have, you know who it is, and this just makes it a really endearing drink to make. Fioyul said it was one of their favorites, a Pixieberry tea as they described it, and offered me a glass. Oh, blueberry. I see. Blueberry here is quite expensive. It's like £5 now I speak in pounds. Like $6 or $7 for like half a kilo if you don't have like your own blueberry bush basically. Let me see. The equipment: medium saucepan, airtight container. I've just used one. And whisk. Also just used one. I'll probably have to wash it. Anyway, we're off to the second thing. Also, Griptix. Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Ate a bunch of blueberries last night. 181 grams. That's oddly specific. How are you doing? Anyhow, I think we can put the Greek yogurt back.
Come on then, little crony.
Let's see what we have. Okay, I'm just gonna start. We're gonna try this time to follow the ingredients. A little sleepy, that's how many I ate. Yeah, 181 gram. That is that is very specific for sure. But honestly now I'm craving some blueberries. Imagine it was the rest of them. I see. I do like raw blueberries, and I had them this year for like the first time in ages, and I remembered that I like them. Blue balls. They just have a lot of good stuff. They do. They are actually really tasty. This drink, so the Pixieberry tea, is actually to be cooked. So it says in a medium saucepan over medium-high heat. So we're gonna need a saucepan now? What? Okay, fine.
Right.
Fine, we'll do it. I don't know what
There's a big chunky guy with my
I'm gonna assume that this is a saucepan, even though this is quite large. It's quite large, but that's okay. It's a bit of a chunky saucepan. It's a pot basically, but that's fine. Who's we're out of blueberries and grapes and running out of ice cream. Better get some. Can't be a household without an ice cream, right? Says V, who's out of ice cream, but a medium saucepan over medium-high heat. Combine the water, granulated sugar, and beet sugar. How much water? Is this for the syrup? I think this is the syrup. The syrup, right? 1 cup or 250 milliliters of water. Water. Okay, so I need half of. Okay, fine. It's fine. I know how much that is. Maybe. That's fine. Maybe it's a little more. It's okay. Like this, we pour out the rest, like 2 drops basically. Yeah, I do have some items that my son likes that I don't like to run out of. Oh, applesauce as well. Yeah, my son doesn't like it, so I don't buy it. But there are a few things that I always have to have because of him, pretty much.
I'm just finding these
medium saucepan over medium-high heat. What's medium-high heat? Like 3 out of 6, maybe? I'm going to put it at 4. Medium high. It's fine. Combine the water, granulated sugar, which is 100 grams. Oh, I need a scale again, don't I? I think so. Granulated sugar. That's like, I think that's like normal sugar, right? What else can it be? Okay, granulated. We put this. Can I tear it? Do I need to hold it to tear it? I never know how these work. So annoying. Yeah, it's just normal. I don't know why they don't say just sugar.
Alright, easy kills.
Admittedly, there is beet sugar as well, so I'm using both. Luckily, I had both at home already. But.
Alright, well.
Please.
That was something.
It's annoying because my scale just like, no matter how much I hold it, it's just like won't tear properly until I. Thank you. There we go. 100 grams of granulated sugar, which is the most basic sugar you can find. Let's try that.
But I think we'll go to level up a bit more. So
20, 26. I'm already heating the water, by the way.
If we get 2 or 3 levels in.
40, 50, 60, 70.
I don't know why I'm not using
75. 80. Come on. 84, 85. This is grams, by the way. 96, 98. 99, 100. Oh, now this is gonna bother me. There's 101 grams.
Easy kills.
Daughter discovered the butterfly pea tea that changes colors with acid. Oh, really? Wait, what's the butterfly pea tea? What's butterfly peas? I've never heard of those. Beet sugar. Let's discover how much. How much?
I want to take down a horse guy again.
118 grams. That is very specific. So we're gonna need 219 grams in this one overall. Let's do that. 219. I don't know, 200 and 19. Okay,
Yeah,
we made it happen. Goes from blue to green to something with lemon juice. Oh, I see. What does it taste like? It's interesting.
Or 40 hours in it.
Combine the water, granulated sugar, and beet sugar. Whisk until the sugar has dissolved.
See if we can level up here.
Add the strawberries and bring to a boil.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll
Adding the sugar. I don't know if you can see. The pan is there, and we are to whisk until the sugar is dissolved, which what we'll try to do. This is a serving recipe, and no, it is not. This is recipe from a Final Fantasy XIV cookbook, which is basically a gaming cookbook, and it is from one of the games that I play. I'm actually going to show it to you. So, I've already made the porridge, which is supposed to sit for 12 hours, and this is the Pixieberry tea, which after it is done, it is also supposed to sit for a few hours. But that's fine. That is fine. I just don't like this. I don't like this whisk because I'm actually using the whisk from the mixer. What's in the pot? So in the pot there is beet sugar, granulated sugar, which is apparently a normal type of sugar, and water. So I'm just whisking it and trying to have it boil. And since it is, pretty mixed already, I'm just gonna use like the normal, what's this called? Like a spatula, but it's kind of rubbery. So what I'm essentially trying to do is make like a sugar syrup, and I'm gonna add apparently strawberries to it. The strawberries were frozen, but I let them sit out for about, I don't know, a couple of hours or so that they're not frozen. And so they don't have to sit a long time before actually getting like cooked, not cooked, but thawed.
That's relevant to do right now or not.
So it's fine.
It's worth doing.
It's fine. I can actually maybe bring you closer, providing I don't mess up the stand. This is just, it looks just like water. And sorry about the light today. I've been having some issues with kitchen light, so I'm just using like a normal lamp. Excuse me, what? Did you say something?
I just said you're in ads now, just saying no.
I'm in ads, that's fine, thank you. Did you start my ads?
No, it just kicked up for me and let me know.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's fine. You syrup in my beehive pie. What's a beehive pie, by the way? I do love learning a little bit about foods. This one,
I did want to explore actually.
It said mix until the sugar is dissolved, which is pretty much now. Not sure what's in the pot, but her neighbors are missing. Oh God, Dorothy. It's just sugar, but it does. Okay, it does look a little. It does look a little reddish because of the beet sugar. So okay, yes, it looks a little mortifying. I'll give you that. But we're fine. We're fine. You haven't seen the creepy part of the syrup yet, which is this. This is so. Another disclaimer: I don't have an actual strawberry mix. This is a fruit mix that has strawberries but has other fruit as well. So yes, it's going to be Pixieberry, but I could not find strawberries on their own. And when it's not the season, like the actual fruit season here, well, we don't have fresh fruit. So we have them in season, but since it's all like very organic and whatnot, where's your needle? Oh, puppy. Oh, my puppy is actually sleeping, which is very unlikely for him. But he's on the bed. Anyway, we're just gonna pour this into the pot, and we're supposed to bring it to a boil. So instead of just strawberries, we're gonna have all sorts of berries. I'm gonna show it to you. It says raspberry, strawberry, and blackberry is what's in the mix. And I tried to pick the most, I guess, neutral or least variable mix or whatever. So what we're doing is we are mixing them and boiling the fruit. Can you see it? You can see it, right? I'm just trying not to drop my phone into it. This is going to take a little bit of time because the fruit, even though it wasn't exactly frozen, it was pretty cold. Well, it was frozen, but I let it thaw. So it did thaw for a little bit. And I don't want to increase the temperature of the water, of the pot itself, because it's at medium-high. So yes, it's cold, but we're just going to have to wait for a while. And I think I'm going to take the time to have my coffee and talk to you a little bit while that's happening. So you're going to come with me. Hello.
Sorry, another 300.
Hello. Let's put it here. I just don't want my stand to melt, which is kind of a ridiculous thing to even be able to happen. But I'm actually keeping it on the stove, well, which I shouldn't again. But right now it's a bit cramped. Oh, that's zoomed in as. Yeah, that's zoomed in. That's too zoomed in. My face is too large. Anyhow, I'm not going to be shouting at you because I also noticed that in the last video, I was a little louder and my phone mic isn't as good as I'd like it to be. So I ended up talking a bit more loudly, which kind of caused a little bit of a distortion in the mic itself. So I'm just going to try and be a normal person and control myself this time around. Also, I've made some improvements when it comes to how I do these videos. So if you saw them on Mom's Day YouTube channel or on Patreon, you'll notice that I did have some store footage as well, which was fun. It was kind of nice to go out and try to live stream from the outside. But there's a funny little thing that happened. So my live stream actually got interrupted and I was able to restart it through my data, right? But I was not able to see the chat anymore. So I was kind of, streaming and not able to see your messages or anything at all. Which, again, it is what it is. But I also wasn't able to bring it back, even when I came back home and restarted the stream and everything. So essentially, there were like 3 different stream footages. The sound wasn't that great, and I realized overall, since there was so much editing to be done because of what I tried to do, I decided to record that part where I went to the store, recorded a little early. And it's nothing special, like it's just like maybe a little bit of a background footage that I'll probably use in a video to just kind of show you around. Because my goal of these videos is also to kind of, show you what, what the store looks like, which items I pick and whatnot. So it's not really that essential, but I wanted to, to show you some of it. So I have that and I'll be adding it to the video, and the video also won't be done until tomorrow afternoon, which is normally when I publish it on both YouTube and Patreon as early access, and I think the live one will be on like Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. But anyhow, we are going to I'm going to edit the video tomorrow after we do the taste testing, because it's kind of silly to do the video and not actually do the taste test. But I have to wait 12 hours because guess what? Both Porridge and Pixieberry tea are going to require me to do. They're going to require me to wait. But that's fine. That's fine. They're going to look pretty. And I'm kind of... I have to be honest, I'm a little anxious about the Porridge because it looks very watery, and I'm just hoping that when I open the fridge at some point it's gonna look more dense than what it is. I'm actually just mixing the fruit in the pot because I'm supposed to bring it to a boil, and I think we don't have much time left because the liquid, I call it, the water, the sugar, and the fruit is already pretty hot. So I'm just gonna let it be for now, and I'm gonna have my coffee. Hello, there we go. what's everyone else having? Either for, for breakfast or for lunch or dinner in Australia, right?
Oh my
In
God.
Australia, it's like almost midnight, isn't it? America is like 8, 7 in the morning, something like that. Let Her Be, good song. Oh, it is a good song. If that's the same one that we're thinking of. Or geez, what have you been playing these days? If you've been gaming. These are looking good. I'm gonna show it to you. It looks like this. So the fruit is in there, and I'm just letting it simmer, but I'm also mixing it up a little bit because I have this weird anxiety when it comes to sugar in a pot. Like, I'm always afraid of it sticking. I haven't played computer in 6 months. Oh goodness. Oh, you're probably busy, aren't you? How is everyone, by the way? I hope things are better. Like, I don't like bring things up directly on stream because I respect everyone's privacy, but I do hope all is, well, better. Looks tasty. It smells so good. It actually just smells amazing because the strawberries, right? They're soaking in the sugar and they're like releasing this like super sweet taste. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. Oh, doing great. Oh, that's such a relief. Holy shit. Your son is back, right? He's finished his like, I want to call it training, but I don't know if I'm using the right word. So he's been back, right? Oh, it smells so good. So nice. So the fruit is getting all mushy. The strawberries are getting cooked. I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing now. As in, like, do I have to like toss them away? I don't think I will, even if the recipe asks for it. I shouldn't keep it a mystery. I should be reading it. Oh, then with basic, he's at tech school now. Oh, so is tech school, is that related? Or is that just like a side? How does that work? Is that like a part of the same program, or is it just like it's like an actual like, I don't want to say university thing. Oh, learning the job there. I see. I'm actually asking because I was in the States and there was a time when I was considering higher education and even employment there, depending on whether I was going to stay or not. And I eventually ended up not staying because even though I had an offer for a track scholarship, actually, because I was a very good runner there, I decided to come back and go and be with my family. As my mother, she moved to Slovenia because she got remarried there, and that's where my half brother was as well. So I just kind of decided to come back instead and spend more time with them. But ironically enough, I ended up coming back to Serbia to live after maybe a year or so. Came back on my own. So there's that. But it was still a good experience. So what kind of job do you learn at a tech school? Is that something that you 12 hours a day of school? Oh my goodness. Wait, what? 28 semester hours in 3 months? What? Why is it 12 hours a day of school? Goodness, that is a lot.
Oh, the talisman spec.
So is that like is he like in a dorm or something and then just basically goes to all these classes, or?
Okay.
Oh. So what do you do after? Do you finish this like semester and then you go and take exams for it right away, or you have like a certain amount of time to like learn all this information, because it's a lot to process in a short period of time, isn't it?
Ah, okay.
Is my university I feel like it kind of worked a little differently ish. By the way, I have to apologize in advance for any and all alerts because on my phone they're just not showing up. I don't even know if the Stream Elements reads these things on my like on Twitch, and if it, you know, posts anything. So anything that's happening, there's a chance that I'm not seeing it. So yeah, whatever happens, I'm sorry about that during the cooking streams. Spoilers, my cooking streams used to be different because I used to have a laptop in the kitchen. So back when I had a laptop, I actually moved my entire setup to the kitchen, and I was doing my cooking streams from here. But well, this is, I guess it was a poor business decision, but at the same time, it had to be done. I sold my laptop to make up for the money lost from the PC fund that I had to pay for the taxes, because everything here is basically taxed, and I just don't want to get into any trouble with the government or anything of the sort. So I basically paid for the taxes, and I paid with my own money, which is basically the laptop money at that point. Dorms, he and his squadron marched to and from school across base every day. I see, after physical training of 5. Oh, so it's kind of a part of the same program, isn't it? As I guess, as far as I understand. Not sure. How far is the school? How far away is the school from the dorms? Since you said marching, like, I don't know if it's like just like a very theatrical thing to do for like 50 or 100 meters, or if it's actually far. But about 4 kilometers? Oh my goodness. After physical training at 5 in the morning, wow. So just out of curiosity, did you, like, back in the day when you were training as well, were you having to do the same thing? Anyway, our fruit syrup thing is boiling. So I just want to read what comes next. Oh, so the whole system hasn't changed in that way. Like, it's just basically it's just everything is basically the same, right?
Like even the enemy and fighting right now.
It says, reduce the heat and simmer for 12 minutes. Reduce the heat. I put it to 2. Simmer for 12 minutes. I have no idea how much it is. But I've been live for 1 hour and 19 minutes. So I'm going to wait till 1 hour and 30 minutes. Oh, same as your parents. Wow. That's actually a very, very long family tradition. Like, holy shit.
Ouch.
Okay. Hasn't changed since 1964. Is 1964 when I'm losing track of the time, but is that when your parents did it, or is that when the last change happened? If my question makes sense.
Yeah, well, Steve, welcome in.
Okay, these are actually looking pretty nice. It says let it simmer. I'm very impatient and I've been mixing them up, which I shouldn't be doing. I should just leave it till 1 hour and 30 minutes in. By the way, Neil? Hello? Can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. Can you hear me? No, he's fighting a dude in Elden Ring. I was gonna tell him that this is not gonna be ready today, but he still has. I'm just gonna let him live in his high hopes. Mixing that should make it go slower because it adds air. That's true. I'm just gonna let it be. That was in the 64, 92. What does that mean? 64. What's a 92? My mom was in 71, 91. Is that the name of something? Or is that a year? Oh, maybe from 64 till 1992. Is that the year? Oh, okay. Oh, so your dad presumably retired in 1992 and mom retired in 1991. I'm just assuming. And when did you start with your school? Sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm just morbidly curious at this point on how it all works.
I can go and try them whenever I want.
I'm going to show this to you again. I'm so impatient. And we have 9 more minutes of basically me staring at this pot. So I'm trying my best not to mix it. But it smells so good, and not gonna lie to you, like that sugar, the fact that I know how much sugar there is in there, it's kind of making me anxious. I really, really want to stir it.
popping in to say that the food he's making won't be ready today.
I've been trying to tell you, but you were fighting a dude from what I was able to hear. Oh, okay, so someone's relayed him the message. That's great. Whoever it was, thank you.
Well, if the food is not ready today, that's okay.
He's like, that's okay, but like I can hear the disappointment. I don't know if he can hear me. I don't think he can hear me though. I think he's has his headset. So
we can get something else to eat. It's no problem.
Anyways, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells so good. I'm gonna be very tempted, but at the same time, I know that this is going to have to kind of
She tried telling
cool
him
down.
In here. Apparently, he needs to sit for hours. That's fine.
It's actually very interesting how I can hear him reading the chat of whoever was in my chat, telling him that my food isn't going to be ready, and he's reacting to this information, not hearing that I'm talking about him reacting to this information. It's a chaos. This household is
reacting to her being told by me in another stream that I can't hear you. I was just fighting a boss probably at the time you told me.
Oh, you can hear me.
I can hear you. Okay. Yes.
So, in my infinite wisdom, I picked a recipe for both food and the drink that have a 12-hour resting time after being done. So, I'm going to be finishing this video tomorrow morning, because this is breakfast. I will just eat something else today. It's fine. I think it's gonna be really nice. I really want to mix it. I'm so tempted. I'm gonna leave it. I really should leave it. I was in the same school as my dad, electronic principles, and it is my second school as his first. How does that work? How many schools did you go to? And also, just again, out of curiosity, you don't have to answer any of my weird questions. But your daughter, she is not into the whole army thing, or is she doing something else, or gonna be doing something else? How does it what's her attitude on it? You don't have to answer any of this. I'm just asking questions. Because I've always been intrigued by, by army families in general, like how this all works, and whether, kids are in general affected by, parents' decisions in a way to join the army. So, it's all very interesting to me. Intelligence analyst. I feel like that, if I asked what that was, I feel like that's one of those questions that I shouldn't. I went through 4, that's a lot, most of maybe 1 or 2 schools I see. So what is considered a school? Is it like a course? Or like the entire university or something? Hello? Hi. Hello. We have a guest, yes.
The porridge is meant to wait for 12 hours?
Yes, it has a resting time because now it's essentially water. Milk. It swims in it. It's in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of done, and I'm waiting for this to be done as well. But it's not really gonna be done because it has to cool down. So I thought it was, but then I opened the actual recipe books. This was very fortunate actually that both the porridge and this have the same resting time. So both of them are gonna be done tomorrow. But the key word is tomorrow. So we're just gonna have to eat something else, which is fine. Are you dying?
Am I dying?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I'm playing Elden Ring.
I meant are you starving to the point that you're no? Okay, no. It's is that why
we'll have to just get something else later on?
Yeah, that's fine. How's Elden Ring?
I think I've died 4 or 5 times. Not that many times.
4 or 5. What chapter are you on? Is it even chapter? Are you out of the tutorial? No, it's not chapter base.
No, I've not even fought the first boss yet.
Are you out of the tutorial?
I'm not the tutorial, but I haven't fought the first boss yet.
Oh, okay.
I might go and try it, but I'm gonna die a lot.
So you died on non-boss? That's normal, right? That's probably normal.
Yeah. Depends, because some enemies can be, some regular enemies are no joke. Mm-hmm. But some enemies are just 2 hits dead. Mm-hmm. But they sometimes can get some cheap shots in you, and your health just goes down like that.
And what class are you playing?
I'm playing a samurai.
Are you in on your ad break?
I just said I was going in to see what was going on.
No, okay.
Since I wasn't listening.
Anyway.
Okay.
Ellie can't join. Okay. Oh, Spine was fused when she was 12.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds really serious. Like an accident or something like that. Like I don't know what it means, but hopefully she's okay.
Assassin's Creed Origin?
Schools determine your career field. I started working avionics and pushed into cartography. Oh, followed by intelligence and final target. I see. And what happened to your tell me more about how you did your historian and your like geologist studies as well, because you mentioned something before that you did like geology, I suppose, and history studies of some sort. So when exactly did that fit in? I'm asking like far too many questions. I'm sorry, but now I'm just very curious. Oh, I'm mixing again. I'm really not supposed to be mixing. I need to leave it. I really need to leave it.
That's what I'm doing.
Leave it alone. Doggo is like circling around me, hoping against all hope. I'm sorry that there's something for him, but guess what, Doggo? There's nothing for me either. There is just nothing for me either. He says. I'm sorry. Oh, Spine curve battle fuses right. I see. And I assume that forever prevents you from joining any sort of army. Not even as I guess you can't even join as some sort of a brain, rather than you have to go through the physical training is my point, right? Oh, Meiko, welcome back. How are you doing today? How are you? Geology and history. Had to take college classes between combat development to be promotable. Oh, I see. So it was like 2 courses that you had to do apart from the army thing. Got it. Having the most American sandwich ever, grilled cheese hamburgers. I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I haven't had like a proper grilled cheese sandwich in forever. Probably since I left States. I am making the Pixieberry tea syrup currently. So it looks like this. It's basically fruit that fuses with water and sugar, and we brought it to a boil, and now it's simmering. Whatever. It's fine. I was just very impatient, and I kept poking the strawberries and whatnot. But it does have a rest time, so I'm gonna have to, I don't know, we're gonna have to try it tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll be finishing this video as well. I was gonna do it today, but, what can you do? Let's check out the next, my god, there's nothing for you, there's nothing for me either. I can eat this tomorrow. I'm sorry. There was a choice, like I either was to do all of this ahead of time and then just eat today, or I can do this today and then, show you the result tomorrow. Does it smell like boiling strawberries? It absolutely does, and it's glorious. It is so good. 2 bachelor's degrees. I see. Yeah, I have 1, and that's more than enough for me. I'm not even using it. Anyhow, remove the pan from the heat. Oh, okay. Pan removed from the heat. Probably turn off the heat. Let's see. Remove the pan from the heat. This is the continuation of the Pixieberry recipe, step 2, if you like. And add the mint leaves. Excuse me. Small handful of mint leaves. Excuse me. What's a small handful? I would whimper as well if I didn't have some. I know. I feel like, don't touch the dishes, please. I had to put them there because I have no more room. But that doesn't mean they're for you. No, I'm sorry. It smells so good. But I don't know if dogs are attracted to fruit smells. Are they? But yeah, he can definitely smell it.
Wasn't that the key from
Remove the pan from the heat and add the mint leaves. Okay, so I have mint leaves, and as you can see, they were 50% off because they are, the price is reduced because it's pre-expiration date. All my food apparently is pre-expiration date. It's just mint leaves. They're fine. I just need to have small hands to measure a small handful. Apparently. But do I have small hands?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Chat, apparently I have small hands. Anyway.
I like the look conversations.
Anyway. Small handful. Handful, presumably. Oh, but goodness, they are a small handful of mint leaves. Well, there's not a lot of leaves per se. There's also a lot of like branches. So they sold me branches as well, but that's fine. That's fine. And I'll just.
I'm not sure if it'll be a permanent thing or not, but
I'll just.
I have to do it small.
It's fine. I don't like this one. Now I see why they're pre-expiration date, because there are some dry leaves as well, but I'm just gonna poke them out and use the good ones. Small handful. Like, I don't want it to be too minty, I guess, but I do like mint.
I'm not gonna lie.
Just don't use an actual handful, but just close to it. Yeah, to be honest with you, no, I know it was a joke. That's fine, but I do wonder if this is enough. Small handful. It's probably enough. I always give it to you. Like, can you smell it? Like, so good. It's mint leaves. We're gonna throw them in. I think what it says remove from the pan and add the mint leaves. Whoop! Added. I think. Man's pan is a stupid 11 inches or 29.2 centimeters. What? How? Wait, let me mix this in. Does it say mix in? Let it sit for 10 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna mix in the mint leaves. Let it sit. Let this sit for another 10 minutes. Should I make another coffee? Okay. Let it sit. Sit. Sit, pot. Sit. Okay. Anyway, stick face into screen, right? My hand smells so good now. 1:34. I'm using my stream time to advance my cooking skills. Oh God. Something's melted. Is this the plastic from the packaging? I hope not.
Oh my God.
It's fine. It's fine.
My God.
Who's sitting, right? We're waiting until 1 hour and 44 seconds of these live time, apparently. What do I do? The smart chefs would be like, oh, you should clean up. But guess who was smarter? V was. Because V already has cleaned up. Molten plastic will not smell wonderful. It's actually not. I think that this is just, it looks more slimy and doesn't smell at all. And the packaging is not destroyed, which makes me think that it's not actually plastic, because it would in fact smell like shit. So if he's looking for +1 cooking, honestly, I do try to level up from time to time. So I don't do cooking streams like at all times, but when I do, let me try to scratch that away.
I actually think I carried that.
Oh, it's sticky. Why is this sticky? It's not plastic. It is sticky.
Oh God, we got 3,800 on.
There we go.
No.
Removed it. With plastic though. Tell no one. We're fine.
Anyone that's feeling brave?
I do try to do these streams from time to time to just kind of make an advance towards more of these recipes being completed. So I think I can't even say I'm halfway through the book. but I do remember some of the things that I've made. So this is like the contents. And by the way, you can find all the previous streams on my mom's and YouTube channel because I posted all of them there. So what did I make? Farmer's breakfast, lemon waffles. Now we're making nutrient-rich porridge. What else? I can't remember. Wildwood scrambled eggs. Did I make them? I can't remember. Deviled eggs.
Stop. No.
That's, I guess, a normal sound when someone behind you is playing Elden Ring. Potato salad. What else? Honey muffins. I remember. What else was there? I think we made.
Oh my God,
I don't know if we made Sky Builder stew. I'm just trying to look at the contents without looking at the pictures. If I see the pictures, I'll know if we made them. But... mushroom saute for sure.
For the prediction.
Mashed potatoes. It's like a salad. Please don't hang out in the garbage can. Thank you. We made the ratatouille, I think, and spinach saute as well. And then coffee biscuits, I believe, as well as sesame cookies, maybe. And then when it comes to drinks, crimson cider, lemonade, Pixieberry tea, and I think warm wine as well, but I'm not sure. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of speeding through these recipes and making two things at the same time. So that once we finish the book, we can go through the World of Warcraft cookbook, which will be my next one. So my little bit of I guess a hobby that I have is wanting to kind of collect these cookbooks and one day make a shelf like full of like the gaming cookbooks. I would really love that. Cat has found a rat in garbage being helpful. Ugh, rats. Is it more common there to see rats or to see something like a raccoon or like I can't say a weasel because that's probably not something that you see. What's the number one rodent slash I can't say parasite. Not parasite, but what are they called? What's the word that I'm looking for? Oh, I have pet rats. Oh, really?
Almost leveled up.
I have a mouse. I shouldn't be that surprised. But I don't often meet anyone with actual vermin. Vermin is the word. Yes, they are the smartest. I see. How long do they live as pets? My mouse, Happy. She is very old for her age. So I got her in. Oh God, I think it was. I think I got her in the summer of 2022, and she was already almost 1 year old. So she's closing in on 3 years, and I think that I don't know how long she has. She's very old. And she doesn't want to use her little hamster wheel anymore. So say your pet rat. Obviously, they're pets, and if something like that happens, it is sad. But do you like what do you do? Do you take them to the vet? Do you like I don't know. Like I don't know if I would even know if Happy had something because I never actually took her to the vet. I guess per se, right. She's just there. Like, what do we do with rodent pets? This is my first one, so I have no clue. Should probably know these things. I'm just, like, letting her live until she dies. I don't know. Is that irresponsible? Should I be doing something? Maybe. I don't know. What I do know is that, like, out of all the common pets, I think cats are the ones with, like, the most... with like any sort of like health conditions most similar to humans. We just let them die. I mean, yeah, they are, it's not that their life doesn't matter. Of course it does. But at the end of the day, they are, rodents. Like, I don't know if anyone like actually takes them to the...
They are.
Oh, shut up!
Shut up! Shut up
making
now!
Fun of me. Imagine streaming, chat. Imagine streaming and having someone stream in the same room as you, and you expect them to be distracted with fucking Elden Ring. With Elden Ring, and then you say something, and then they actually make fun of how you say things. Imagine the experience. It costs a lot to get your viewers. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I don't know, like, I don't even know if they're capable of like living for a very long time. Like, how long would a rat live for anyway?
If they want to.
If they're in a lot of pain, there's the farm upstate option. Yeah, but like, I don't see. I feel bad, I guess, in a way, as a rodent pet owner. It's like, how would I know if Happy was in pain? She never makes noise. Like, I've never heard her. Would she be making noise? Would she be like, what would be happening? Sounds wild, but I'll try to imagine it. I just, like, yeah, he makes fun of the way I say certain words. Like, when I say R, he will, like, make fun of it for some reason. And it's a word that I use very commonly.
In, like, literally 1 minute, I'm going to try and imagine.
I think that, okay, so it's 1 minute and 43.
Oh, he takes out the hammer, that's
1 minute and 43. 1 minute, 1 hour. Why do I keep saying 1 minute? We're almost... Oh God. Anyway, we are pretty much done with letting the mint leaves sit in. Oh God.
Hi.
Hi. Scared me. What the fuck?
Hey, Ango.
Now I'm a rat. Just assuming you guys bad enough. Why would we be able to tell whether it's just guesswork? I almost had a heart attack. Anyway. Sorry about that. Let me read. Go away, Dogo. Dogo's like, are you okay? He's like, no, I'm not. Let me read more of this recipe. It says 2 to 4, but I definitely had it for longer than that. I see. Yeah, I think when they live when they live the good life. Stop it! Get out of the trash. Anyway, when they live, their long, happy little lives, they can live for a lot longer. Imagine streaming and being randomly smelled by a bearded man. Just like a cool hypothetical. My chat at least defends me. Hi.
What did I do? I just came over and said hi.
Scared the shit out of me. What you did.
What you did?
Are you just
speedrunner?
Are you just resentful because there's gonna be no food?
Maybe.
And
I just smell this delicious food and not eat it now. Great. Thanks for that.
Thank the chat. They're the ones who voted on this option.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks, chat. Yeah, exactly.
Alright, there we go.
Anyway, let's read. Remove the pan from the heat. Did that. Add the mint leaves. Amazing timing, right? Let it sit for 10 minutes. Strain the syrup.
Yeah, I mean, probably help. Yeah.
What does that mean? Strain the syrup into an airtight container. What is straining? Once cooled, the syrup can be stored in the refrigerator for at least 12 hours and up to 2 weeks.
Alright, you guys ready?
Okay, so it has to stay for at least 12 hours. Got it. And then there's a third part of the recipe that says place the strawberry slices in a tall glass if you have them. I use my strawberries, so tough shit. Have a great day, everyone. The phone is at 2%. No worries. Thanks so much for hanging out. And have a great rest of your morning. Early, midday. Thank you for the alert. These will keep the pixies safe while you recharge that phone. Eric, hi and welcome. What's up? V, are you going to try out the Visions of Mana demo? Eric, are you not subscribed to my YouTube channel? Why are you not subscribed to my YouTube channel? If you are, you'll see that I already did it. It's already up there. How are you doing? What's up? Maybe put it through a strainer. See, I don't know what a strainer is. That's like one of those words that I just don't know. Straining. Once your ingredients have infused to the desired level, use a fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth to separate solids, ensuring a clear and clean syrup. Got it. To see me from spoilers, I'll pay attention to content about it. No worries, no worries. No, it was a joke anyway, but I did play through it. I posted it on Vplays, so you can. I'm not gonna strain it through. Oh, blasphemous! No, I actually do have a strainer. Now that I know what it is, I'll watch it. Didn't you just say that you were avoiding spoilers because that video is spoilers? You didn't play it, did you? Place the strawberry slices in a tall glass. This is what we'll do tomorrow, and I'll finish the video tomorrow. Add the strawberry syrup and green tea to the glass. Oh, so you make the green tea as well, but you have to cool it. Got it. Green tea to the glass and stir together. Add the carbonated water and lightly swirl with a spoon. Garnish with fresh mint. Hopefully my mint survives till tomorrow. But, yeah, okay, so per serving, this is what it looks like. You add the syrup, right, that we just made. 3 to 4 strawberry slices, should you want to, if you have to.
Oh, this doing good as well?
125 milliliters of cold green tea. Okay. So you gotta cook it and add it. 5 tablespoons or 80 milliliters of the strawberry syrup that we just made. 125 milliliters of carbonated water and mint leaves. So the syrup is to be looking like this. Anyhow, ouch. Hit my face. I'm gonna put these in the fridge and we are going to strain this little thing. It smells so good, actually. It's so good.
We're excited for the Dragon Quest remake. I see. Planning to play FF7 Rebirth or remake? I'm interested in her channel, offering what the algorithm will serve me. Are we talking about Aerith? Aerith's voice actors playthrough? Because I've seen a little bit of the playthrough as well. And yeah, the algorithm will definitely think that you're interested.
Still got the beard then.
Okay, so I'm looking at this porridge. I don't know if 12 hours will be enough to turn it into not water. I think DQ is Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 3 remake, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we need to strain this. Let me see. I'm trying to fit my phone stand into the pile of my clean dishes because I don't know where to put it so that it doesn't fall. Hello. Anyhow, this should work. This should work. So I need to basically put it in a bowl, which could be this bowl.
20 days.
Alright, this is how we'll do it. This is how we're gonna chat. I don't feel safe, oh god. Me neither. So anyway, this is where I'll do it, and I really hope I don't somehow drop the syrup into the sink. My first instinct would have been to just like pour it into the sink without the bowl underneath it, which would be dumb, but it can happen. So
let's try again.
You know, I just have to make sure that I do collect the syrupy liquid. Oh god. Oh, do you want to see this? Oh, you should see it. This looks like a crime scene. Let me show it to you. Look at that. Fun, right? There's a lot of seeds. That's fine. Anyhow, that's supposed to be the syrup, I think. Don't know what we made. But I'm gonna try my best to mix it and
That is supposed to be the syrup that you mix with like the carbonated water, with the cold green tea. Why do I keep saying green tea? Green tea.
Oh my God,
Jesus. Anyway, I'm really trying to press this so that we get the most out of it. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never, ever made this. Green tea, right?
I said this guy's no joke. He ain't no joke.
I hope it'll drain. I mean, technically it could drain over time. Or I could blitz it. Like, I could blend it and, like, use it as a jam or something. That's kind of the structure that I'm...
Hey.
What?
My mum's in the street. Do you want to say hi?
Wait, who?
My mum.
Huh?
My mum.
Oh, sure.
If you want to say hi,
oh,
you can.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just unmuted now. This is my mum.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Do you want to change the
Yeah, sure.
How do I do the thing?
Wait, let me... Is this
Oh,
what you
okay.
wanted?
Yeah, sure.
Hi!
Should want to say
Hi,
hi.
chat. Hi. Hope you're doing well.
Also, me too, Chris.
Wait, what's happening? So I'm catching up. I'm trying to read.
But I was just saying that you're cooking, right? You're baking.
Oh, it's actually the Pixieberry tea, which is like a strawberry syrup drink, but it'll be ready tomorrow.
That's fine. We can try that.
I do have to go back to the chat, but
yeah, that's
everyone's having a good day.
It's like still got a beard then.
Yeah, he hasn't shaved it yet.
Not yet.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Actually,
Angle.
Okay. Hi, I'm back.
Hold on.
Actually, leaving it a little bit was not the worst idea. But this is looking a little bit like a crime scene. Just a little bit. Oh, what can I use this for? Anyone with more experience than me at this, if you can give me an idea on what I can use this with. Disclaimer, it's full of seeds, as you can see. It's not perfect. Not perfect. Maybe it can be used for something. Like, what would you do with it? I think I actually got a lot out of this batch, whatever it is. Let me catch up with the chat. See nothing draining, put it in a cake or eat it with porridge. Oh, this can go into porridge, right? Should I put it in now? But there's so many seeds also. Is that going to be a problem? I don't think so. What if I just add it? That's such a good idea. Yeah, this is actually a crime scene meal. Do you think that this can be put in a porridge just for a little bit of taste? Do you think that the little seeds are going to be bothersome? I don't think so, because there's also chia seeds in there. Probably has leaves in it though. Don't put it in now, it will make fairly different. Spill it on the floor, oh god. Maybe I can put it in like a mug or something and decide tomorrow. That's probably a good idea. But yeah, what is happening there? Are you and the doggo okay? I'm just here like, no, help me. What? Ango, leave him alone. Come on, Ango. Come on, he's playing Elden Ring. You can bother me for now. That's fine.
You give the dog attention, they want more. He jumped on me. I thought, okay, I'll give him 2 minutes of attention.
Alright.
He jumped off me, then jumped straight off me.
But you know that's not how it works. You give him 2 minutes of attention, he's gonna want 20. That dog is not like, give me 2 minutes of attention and I'll be happy kind of dog. No, he just wants more and more and more and more and more. That's how things happen. Anyway, I'm gonna put it into a mug. 2 tries you died. It's a weird little mixture. But I don't want to throw it away immediately. It can be a little bit of like a syrup once it cools down. I also think it'll make it different. So I wouldn't like to necessarily throw it away. But it doesn't tell me what to do with it. Maybe it will. What if it does? What if I'm not supposed to? What is ARF? Where does it say that?
So yeah, cover the mug up, or it will taste like fridge. Yeah, that's probably that's a good idea. Where does it say ARF? Anyway, this is what we have. ARF? Where? Oh, this. Oh, that's the dishwashing liquid. Sounds like, right?
Horrendous.
Anyway, I'm gonna cover it with foil. You're right. It will taste like fridge.
With every attack I could done.
Okay, let's cover it up. Like this. Like this. Okay, so I'll let it cool down. Because I feel like these warm liquids shouldn't go directly in. They should probably sit out for a little bit.
So it's like 90%.
I think so.
I think it's about stamina. About learning patterns.
Alright. Anyhow, this is what we got. I'm gonna save it. Actually, I'll talk to you just in a second as soon as this is taken care of. Anyway, that's gonna go into the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this is what we have left. It looks this is very creepy, to be honest with you. Doesn't look right at all. But we should read the rest of the recipe and we should read the rest of it. And make sure that we are fine. Let me find it. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much what it is. So place the next step is basically once cooled, the syrup can be stored in the refrigerator for at least 12 hours and up to 2 weeks. So basically we need to wait for 12 hours. So this is the week on Halloween. Oh, definitely. And you know what? Maybe if I learn it properly, maybe that's when I'll make it next. Because it looks like a very creepy drink. So it says place the strawberry slices in a tall glass, add the strawberry syrup and green tea to the glass and stir together.
Just nailed me.
Add the carbonated water and lightly swirl with a spoon. Garnish with fresh mint. This is what I'll do tomorrow. So what I want to do is I want to make this. I'll probably make this into a video. So finish off making it, and I'll record it offline. Do a little bit of taste testing, and I'll obviously post it on Patreon as well. So that's the plan for tomorrow. It'll be in early access on Patreon and on Mom's Den, but it'll be up on the channels publicly. I think on Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. But when it comes to my, I guess, next gaming stream per se, it'll happen on Tuesday. I think I'll be playing. Actually, I don't know what I'll be playing. By the way, are you a member? Are you a free member of my Patreon? Because from now on, from now on, you can vote for free. On both the variety games and the next food choice on Patreon as well. So if you join for free, and the link is in the About Me on Twitch, you can vote. And I think by today, by the end of the day, I should have those votes in as well for these options. So you can cast the vote on both. Syrups can get less runny over time. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope that both of these things are gonna. I think condense is the right word. Give me a second. Let's see if I can get a little bit of help, because I actually, weirdly enough, cannot use the chat on my phone. Is there something that you can help me with once you're done with the boss? This is fighting Margit. The foul omen. Is it Margit? Margit? Here you go. Watching the stream of a stream. What is that? Has anyone played this game? I've never played Elden Ring. How weird is it to watch another stream through a stream?
Oh my god, that was amazing. Is that Hammer Phase 2?
What an experience. This is something you don't get to see often. She's halfway there.
Oh my god.
Are you dead?
No, that's just how. That was phase 2. That was the first time in 4 deaths I've just got into phase 2.
Oh, okay.
That was decent.
No, I was wondering if you can help me raid out from my chat because I don't know who to raid. If you can help me on Twitch, I don't know. Just open Twitch. We're gonna find someone because I can't use my Twitch. I can't use my Twitch.
my. Do you want to raid Esu?
Sure. Let's raid Esu.
I'll raid.
Were you gonna be like, oh, let's raid myself? Just gonna. Very bad. I never played it. Yeah, I've never played Elden Ring either. But yeah, we're gonna raid Esu for today. A little bit of a shorter stream today because of no taste testing. But I'm gonna be finishing that video tomorrow, and there's gonna be a video tonight as well, which is a highlight from yesterday.
That was a really good.
I was teaching Neon Hearthstone, and there's a video in the making. I think you're really going to enjoy that, especially if you weren't there. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Do stick around as Neon's going to help me raid Esu, and hopefully, have we raided?
No, I can't remember.
All right. We can, just let me say bye. I'll be seeing you probably on Tuesday, and there's going to be lots of videos in the meantime on both Momstan and Vplays, so make sure to subscribe and check it out. Say hi to Esu. I'm not in control of my rating, so yeah, make sure to say hi to her. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and tomorrow I'll be posting that video on a little bit of taste testing. Let's go. Bye.
We just had to add stat as well.
Did you, okay. Did you rate?
Yeah, you rated it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Alright, so it is finally the next morning, and as the porridge and the Pixieberry tea had to sit there for 12 hours, it is finally time to have my breakfast, and I'm just really hoping that the porridge is not the mush that I put into the fridge yesterday, but we're about to find out. Alright, so we are about to find out if this is actually edible or not. Just a little disclaimer of where we do start eating. I made a double portion, so this was supposed to be a single portion, and I, in my infinite wisdom, have decided to put double ingredients into the portion as if I was making it for 2. So technically, it's the same thing as if there was 1 portion only, but there's just a double amount of everything. So there could be a little bit of a taste explosion happening.
A taste explosion.
Well, yeah, it could be a little bit stronger than what it is. I'm gonna try it, and here's a proof. This actually looks like a nice spoonful. The porridge is a bit more liquidy than what I imagined, but maybe I did put a little bit too much milk. I guess it's still fine. So I'm gonna be oh my god, stop it. Stop playing with it.
I'm not playing with it.
Okay. He's gonna be banned from my food. It's actually fine. So the point of this porridge was to have like a lot of spices in it, because the lore of it said that it came from like Yerebania, and that they didn't have much food, but like the porridge that they served to, I think it was either Namazo or Kupo, I don't remember who the narrator was, but the beauty of it was that they put a lot of spices in it, and then they said, oh, I hope they didn't spend all of the spices on me. So it's supposed to have like a little bit of a bland texture, but a strong taste, which I think for the taste, I think I've definitely nailed it.
You can absolutely taste the cinnamon.
Yeah, the cinnamon is
definitely very prominent.
So this porridge tastes different than what it's supposed to, because the one from the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook, it actually has dried cherries in it. What?
Nothing.
It has dried cherries in it, and this one doesn't. This one actually has dried grapes, which are not as dry now. So as you can see, maybe
Definitely not dry
they're
now.
they're actually filled with milk, which kind of definitely makes them taste more.
The texture of the porridge itself is very grainy, like, you know, with the cinnamon pats and what else is in here in terms of like obviously the oats, the grapes, the cinnamon. What else?
Well, there's mostly spices, so there's not that many ingredients that go into this that give more texture. So there's two types of like dried fruits. One is the raisins, and the other one is supposed to be like dried cherries, but we don't really have them here. So I put like dried grapes, which is not everyone's favorite.
No, it tastes fine. It's not weird with grapes, dry grapes in there. It's not like when people think of grapes, they think of proper grapes. Not like that at all. It's just like sultanas.
I'm gonna be honest, I was a little skeptical about it because I was the kind of kid who every time I would receive chocolate and it would be like chocolate with dried grapes, I'd be like, ew, like out of all the chocolates you get me this one? Do you know, like did you used to have these chocolates like way back? Like as a standard gift to children? Did you used to get a lot of them when you were a kid?
I can't think. I can't think. This taste.
Like here,
this
they
is
were
actually.
really-
This is actually really filling though.
It is.
Like I've obviously only got like a half bowl, and so have you, technically, right? But for how much I'm eating, it is actually quite filling. So really, oh, you said you doubled up though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be a
so
full
it's
portion.
around about a portion each, then. But yeah, it's quite filling. It's actually.
Kind of
I
unexpected.
actually like it.
I like it. At first, I was very shocked because I tried it and it tasted nothing like the oatmeal that I would get at the store. Because at the store, I feel like the tastes are a lot more adapted to everyone, like a lot more bland. And I'm starting to remember just how many different things and spices I've put in there. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot of taste.
Oh yeah, it's got this in it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I put that in it as well. Yeah.
So it does, like when it says that it's like nutrient rich, it really is, because it has like chia seeds, it has flax seed.
Oh yeah, the seeds in there as well.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, a bit grainy because it's got all
yeah,
this like.
I
It's
forgot
nice.
about that.
Yeah, me too. Because I was there shopping with the, so I forgot as well. But so a bit of a fun fact about me is that I don't like. For me, porridge is always served warm. I don't eat overnight oats or whatever cold. So this is really unusual for me, but it's actually really tasty. I'm kind of glad we're having it today because it's setting up our day.
He actually asked me before I served it. It's like, oh, aren't we supposed to have this hot? And I was very adamant that we eat it cold, just because in the book it says serve it from the fridge. So it said nothing about heating it or anything. It just said put it in a fridge and then serve it after. It didn't say warm it up or anything. So I think this is how it's meant to taste.
It tastes a bit like a pre-workout. You know, pick a pre-workout oats.
Oh yeah.
Something you'd have before you go to the gym. It's actually really nice.
And I would almost recommend having smaller spoonfuls, because when I put a big one in my mouth.
Good luck editing that one out.
Thank you.
I'm editing it, so no, thank you. Saving that one for later.
When I grab a big spoon full of food, I feel like a smaller spoon would actually be more fitting because of how much taste that there is in there. And this is actually the first time ever that I'm considering that big spoons are not always like the spoons that you should be eating with. I normally eat with a big spoon because I'm always just like, okay, let's get it done with. But now I'm just like, okay, this is a lot of taste in this one spoon. I don't know if it would be different. Like, obviously you feel this, well, you taste the same taste.
So what you're trying to say is if you were to put a really big in your mouth, a spoonful in your mouth, you'd rather take a smaller size and really savour the flavour. And is that what you're trying to say?
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. it is now a bit later in the day, and the time has come for the Pixieberry tea. This was supposed to happen earlier on today, but in my infinite wisdom, I forgot to make the green tea, and the green tea is served cold. So I had to cook the green tea as well and put it in the fridge for a little bit. So when it comes to this, earlier in the video, you saw making the strawberry syrup, which is basically like a fruit mix syrup because I couldn't find just strawberries. But apart from that, there's cold green tea, carbonated water, mint leaves, and that's pretty much it. So it's supposed to be kind of refreshing, kind of sweet. The dog is here as well, so I'm really trying to taste it, but I'm gonna have some trouble. So I'm just gonna ask him to stay out of it. Did you try it already?
No, I haven't tried it, but it smells really good.
Okay. So
I'm a big fan of mint in drinks anyway, especially in tea, so
it's supposed to be a bit fizzy.
Really,
but yeah, we'll see. There's mint. Mint has not expired yet. Can you please move? Oh god, he's not moving. He's just staying. He's just here to stay. It's fine.
We're working here.
It's fine. He's just it's fine. It's fine. You can stay. But can I have my drink, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. That is actually quite tasty. And you know what? I actually prefer it with other fruit as well, and not just the strawberries, because it gave it like a little bit of an additional taste and not just strawberry. It's actually quite interesting.
How do you feel about it being quite fizzy?
I like it.
Because you don't often go for too many fizzy drinks, do you?
No, but this one's not too bad because it's only
not super gassy, is it?
No, it's like 120 milliliters out of a full glass, which is like, I don't know, maybe like a quarter of a cup or something like that.
That's really gentle in terms of the fizziness.
It's actually really nice. So I like it. And I think with the oatmeal, it would have porridge, whatever. Oatmeal technically. It would have gone great. It really would have gone great, but unfortunately there was no cold green tea, which is something that I really do recommend if you're going to make this drink for yourself. And now you kind of saw how it's made and everything. So if you want to make this for yourself, like I said, I added some mint leaves, 125 milliliters of cold green tea, 125 milliliters of the carbonated water, and 80 milliliters of the strawberry, as in fruit syrup, that we made before. So I think it turned out really nice.
No, I think it's really nice.
Yeah, I actually quite like it. Do you like it? Do you want to have it? No? No, sorry.
Dogs are very,
right?
very good.
No, sorry.
Very good.
Sorry, it's sugar. Can't have it. Can't have it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video till the very end. If you happen to be watching this video on early access on Patreon or on YouTube memberships, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.